for an ad man, the digital technology, it makes you have to understand the human mind even more.
Yes,
it's less of a group think, and it's more...
Because actually, one of the fantastic things I always say is that the digital world is like the Galapagos Islands for the understanding of evolutionary psychology. You know, the little foibles of human behavior that crop up in online, for example, are very, very telling, I think, in what the deeper human mind really cares about, what it finds attractive, more important, in fact, what it finds repellent.
Okay.
Because I think actually the System 1 brain is more about the avoidance of catastrophe than the attainment of perfection. I'll give you an example of a product which I haven't told the client this, so I hope he's not watching. There's a brilliant, brilliant product which I recommend you buy. I'm shamelessly plugging one of our clients' products here. It's called the Philips Air Fryer, and it's a device that effectively fries food without the use of any fat. You put maybe 2 or 3 drops of olive oil on something, whether it be French fries, uncooked French fries, whatever it may be, simply to create the aroma of oil. And then you put it in a drawer, and in a very short period, it blasts superheated air at the food and produces food that's warm on the inside, crispy on the outside, with no fat being involved at all. It's a miracle product. I mean, not just me, I bought one for my father, who's 84, for his birthday, and he became a complete convert and evangelist as well. And I simply couldn't understand why this product was less popular than it deserved to be. And then I probably realized that actually it's called fryer, and middle-class people believe they don't eat fried food. And so this is my latest hypothesis. I'm intrigued in looking at things because I genuinely believe an awful lot of our contentment and happiness resides actually in the darker parts of the brain, the parts of the brain that aren't really connected to speech. So the interesting thing about System 1 is that System 2 does most of the talking. What System 2 is mostly doing is actually post-rationalizing decisions taken by System 1. Jonathan Haidt, a professor at the University of Virginia, and author of a book which is called The Righteous Mind, which I would argue is one of the best books I've read in the last 10 years. I plug that unashamedly, along with books like Nudge, for example, and Thinking Fast and Slow. And I think he uses the analogy that that in a sense, the conscious part of the brain thinks it's the Oval Office when in reality it's the press office. It thinks it's making the decisions. In reality, the decisions are being made elsewhere in the brain, and the conscious talkative part of the brain is simply cobbling together hasty post-rationalizations to make narrative sense of a decision that was taken somewhere else, which is what a press officer does, being slightly harsh. Okay. And that actually, there's a large amount, and this has huge implications for market research, that actually the reasons we say we like something or the reasons we say we don't like something don't bear much relation to the real reasons. Now,